No, but Keke is Oprah famous. No, Keke,
Yeah, I want
Keke just
Oprah.
made me Oprah famous. Let's cut this right now.
Guys, congratulations on the film. I absolutely loved it. Obviously, horses throughout, so you'd want to be a horse lover, an animal lover. And I heard, Daniel, that there was an unfortunate incident, I think, with you with a horse. So when you get a call from Jordan Peele and he wants you back for another movie, and he says, but it's horses, is it a yes, but no, but yes? Or is it like, oh, no, man?
No, I have this thing that I had since I was a young kid, like in this game, and I was like, just say that you can do it, and you'll figure it out.
Fake it till you make it.
So I was like, yeah. And then when I got to reality, I was like, I really have to face this. Like, I really have to get good at horses. Yeah. And Jordan was like, no, you don't have to. Like, but it's like, for me, it was about the character, was about the connection with the horse.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I fake it till I make it, mate.
And is it true you're mucking at stables and all sorts, not just like training? Is that true?
Like, stables, feed them like horses medicine, all that kind of stuff. I did the whole thing.
Fair play, you go for it. Keke, there's a thing in this, right, about Oprah famous. I love Oprah, about being Oprah famous, right? Do you think that's a fair bar? Because I went, actually, Jordan's got onto something here. I think that is the bar of, like, the most famous you can be is Oprah famous. Would you agree with that? And what's Jordan Peele like to work with?
Yeah, I think, when I just think about, especially growing up, like, Oprah was the place you wanted to go, you know what I mean? And it's still that way, even though she doesn't do the show. When she does her massive, like, moment of interviews, it's definitely like, this is a person that has made it to that moment. It's like, now they interviewing with Oprah. So I think it's hilarious, but it also is very, like, culturally, it is true, you know? Yeah. And then working with Jordan is great. He's such a fun person to work with. I think he's such a genius, but it's not intimidating because it all is just very natural and casual to him. So to work with him and watch him collaborate, it's really inspiring.
Yeah. And second time around then, what's it like for you, Daniel, to work with Jordan? Do you love going back to work with him every time?
Yeah, it's like you want to work with a director that kind of understands you and understands your process and knows how to push you. Do you know what I mean? And also he's just created a role that's really challenging. And that's what you just want to be challenging, stretch your abilities as anyone in any profession. So like the fact that he kind of like gifted me this and then I was able to get into the ring with him in the same way and we had a shorthand, was wicked.
Okay. And of course there's, not doing spoilers, but it's kind of UFO or otherworldly involved in this movie. Do you believe in? Do you have to? You're an actor, right? So you can go, yeah, okay, grand, we know what we're doing. But in real life, do you believe that there's something out there, Keke? Do you know what I mean? Did you go? Because everybody going home after this movie is going to be looking out the window, going, "Is there?"
I mean, I do believe something's out there. You know, I don't know if it's the way that in which I think it's out there, but I definitely believe that there's something. You know, it can't just be us. It's got to be more. You know. Yeah.
I'd agree with you. Daniel, there's a scene in this film towards the start where the horse basically is almost like a casting for the horse. And he bucks and he doesn't get the job. It reminded me like Hollywood is supposed to be this cutthroat industry, even for horses, according to this film. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel like, both of you actually, do you feel like it's a good representation of what Hollywood is like? Have you gone through a lot of moments with bad, like hard moments in castings?
Of course.
Yeah.
Like I've messed up a lot in castings and then it's like, it was done. Never hear from you again. Like, so like. Is
that hard though? Do you need a thick skin to cope with being?
I call it emotional fitness.
And I feel like I've never been, in an extreme. I mean, I did have one where literally I got the part and then they got a new director and he didn't want me for the part. Ooh. Yeah, and then I ended up getting the part again anyway, which is crazy. But it's like that was crazy. But I mean, it actually happens a lot. Like you'll hear stories where people, shows that were on for 20 years and somebody be like, I originally got casted for that, and then the first week they decided they wanted a different vibe. It happens. Mm-hmm. It's just our industry. You got to know that. It's not you. It could be for so many other reasons. It doesn't mean it's you.
Yes. It's tough though, God. But it must help when you win an Oscar to boost you up again, Daniel. Do you know what I mean? Like you got nominated last time you worked with Jordan. Since then you have won an Oscar. What's it like that moment? Because everybody goes along and you're on the screen and we all are watching the 5 people or whoever is nominated. What's it like when they actually say your name? Is it like outer body or is it just?
It is out of body.
That's such a good question.
It is out of body. You go in there and all you're thinking is, don't trip on the stairs, don't trip on the stairs, don't trip on the stairs. And then you go, cool, you made it on the stage, right?
No.
Cool. Like, exactly. Don't forget anyone, don't forget anyone. And then so a lot of time I was just happy that I didn't forget anyone, then I remembered I forgot someone. I forgot the director in my speech. And then I was distraught. I was like, no, like,
so weird.
Why? Like it broke my heart because Shaka did such an amazing job. So it's just, you kind of think very rationally, you go, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. And then you process it. And then once that's all done, I said, sorry to Shaka. And then I come back and you're like looking at this award. I'm like, flipping, no. Like, it's just heavy. Like, it's like heavy. And you're like, all right, then you're passing it around to your friends, and it's like it's a very surreal moment. Yeah.
Well, listen,
Wow.
it's mad. Congratulations on the film, both of you. Kiki, I think you're going to be Oprah famous. I love you in this.
Oh,
Go on.
famous?
Come
Yeah.
on.
He's already Oprah. You know what I mean?
Nah, but Kiki is Oprah famous. Nah, Kiki,
Yeah, I want
Kiki
an
just
Oprah.
made me Oprah
went-
famous.
I
Let's not do that. Let's cut this right now. Kiki Palmer is Oprah famous.
I wanna-
I'm coming up.
I went on Oprah when I was 11 for Killer the Bee.
See?
Wow.
But that was like so, like that was like the Oprah show in Chicago. I'll never forget because everybody was like, it was that thing where it's like, Killer the Bee, we need to get it to Oprah. We need to get this movie to Oprah. So that Oprah line, it literally triggers me back to that memory of like everybody being like, if you want something to be something, you need to go to Oprah.
So you know the funniest thing, I was 16, I got family in Chicago, so I pulled out of Chicago, and we went to Oprah Studios. And we took the best pictures of me outside Oprah Studios with my mom and my auntie and a family, like just outside Harpo.
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
Yeah.
Living your best life.